away with fighting tonight.
Yes, there certainly was tension out on the ice. The coolest man, though, was Elvis Stoico. He is the world champion once again. Hope you enjoyed it. Good night.
Is this your mum?
They don't open their mouths, do they?
Is this your sister?
You're in denial. No, I'm not. Yes, you are.
Is this your dad?
No! I'm going crazy!
Then this is you, Bart Simpson. At home every Monday and Friday at 6 on BBC2. Oh!
Political talk live from Westminster right after the skiing forecast on BBC2 with David Lee.
Hello and welcome to this review of the skiing over Europe and also North America. Weather-wise, we are in for some snow pushing its way southwards. This area of low pressure across Denmark. A fairly weak affair, but nevertheless as it slips southeastwards through Central Europe, its cold front will bring some outbreaks of snow over the Alps over the next couple of days before high pressure again brings dry weather, probably in the latter part of the weekend. Things quite different though further north. Here, after some fine weather, these fronts coming in from the west will bring some snow across many western parts of Norway for the second part of the weekend, but still no more snow at all across the Pyrenees. Here the high pressure dominates the scene, so the weather staying fine, dry and sunny. Now up to the north in Norway, conditions not too good at the moment. In fact, most of the conditions are quite warm in the sunshine, but as I say, things are going to change. The sunshine is going to disappear. We're going to find cloud coming in from the west, bringing some belts of snow on a strengthening southeasterly wind. For Andorra, here the weather has been fine, it's going to stay fine, so that means that while some of the higher runs are still okay, the lower slopes now very warm indeed, with the sunshine and temperatures of 9 degrees and more warm and sunny weather to come right through this coming weekend. Let's now move into the Alpine regions in France. Well, excellent conditions here. The weather sunny, temperatures -6 degrees. Now let's move further east still into Austria. Here, superb skiing on that fresh powder new snow, and it's still snowing during the last 24 hours with temperatures as low as -3 degrees. In towards Italy, well, here conditions are very good indeed, generally. Rather windy at the moment though, but I think those winds will die down over the next couple of days. And finally now into Switzerland, where again good skiing just about everywhere. The weather fair, temperatures hovering around freezing after plenty of new snow. As I say, there will be some fine weather as that ridge of high pressure comes in for a time, and then later in the weekend a band of rain, sleet and snow pushing its way south, but that too in turn drifting away eastwards, a return to brighter skies by the end of Sunday. Moving across the Atlantic now to North America, and here's some very unsettled weather pushing its way eastwards. That low brings some snow to the northeastern states. The high pressure following though will bring some fine weather. And then behind me, an area of low pressure developing across the Midwest means that for the Colorado Rockies, this northerly flow here, cold weather and some sleet and snow, but I think it will have dried out by the time it gets to the Californian area, so here it should be largely dry. Temperature wise, well, on the cold side, those blue areas are still there, and certainly as that snowfall comes in during the weekend, it will stay cold, and it'll certainly turn colder across Vermont as the northerly winds behind that area of low pressure sweep in later in the weekend. Some details then, and if we start in the west, in the California, here conditions pretty good at altitude, 22 of those lifts open, temperature as you can see around about -3, lower than that at Aspen, -7 with the resort fully open on good spring skiing. The weather there fine at the moment. Then across in Vermont, the weather fair at the moment, 20 of those lifts open and peace mostly good, but I think we are going to see some changes over the next couple of days. The forecast then in the Rockies, here 1 or 2 snow flurries drifting in from the east, but most of the time dry with a little bit of sunshine. The Colorado Rockies though, fine weather just now being replaced by some snowy conditions and some windy conditions over the weekend. But conditions improving I think in Vermont after some snow and then some snow showers on the northerly wind. The high comes in being fine, dry, sunny but very cold weather indeed. And finally now look at the Canadian area into the southwest at Sunshine Village. All 21 lifts open here, but the conditions rather wet. As you can see, temperatures +12 degrees and the weather rather cloudy. Over this coming weekend, things are going to be a little bit mixed. We'll find 1 or 2 showers, a bit of sleet and snow, but also, at times, also a little bit of sunshine. Well, that's the forecast for now. More details, though, look to CFAX page 400. Bye for now.
Guess it's time to meet the neighbors.
When a man is lost in space
We have to reach out to them.
and technology cannot bridge the gap,
There is no more time.
you have to make a choice.
You're too close to this.
Test the outer limits of your imagination. Monday at 9 on BBC2.
In the dating game,
I will love you forever.
always have a plan of attack.
I threw a pipe over his head and then came home.
Always play hard to get.
I'll turn up to see you. He finds me totally irresistible. Simple, innit?
And remember, in this life, people never play by the rules. Monday at 9:45 on BBC2.
Now on BBC2, Trevor Phillips is in the chair for live debate at the midnight hour.
The midnight hour.
Good evening and welcome to the final midnight hour before the general election. Since there's no chance of getting anybody to talk seriously about politics for the next 6 weeks, the team's taking a break.
A very good evening to you and welcome to the Learning Zone on BBC2. Coming up next, the Open University, and then at 2, it's FETV for students and teachers in further and adult education. The languages slot at 4 offers Spanish for beginners, which is followed at 5 by the business and work strand. And then at 6, it's the morning sequence of the Open University. In 30 minutes, take a look at the forces that have shaped the development of New York and Los Angeles over the last 30 years. First, everyone wants children to enjoy themselves freely. But every year, thousands will end up in hospital after an accident. How can children be encouraged to have fun and yet be aware of the risks?